What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Dark Deception breakdown video. Now, in the last video, we broke down a ton of stuff from chapters 3, 4, and even 5. So if you haven't had the chance to watch that video, you definitely want to watch it, because some of those creatures, some of those animatronics in those coming chapters look absolutely terrifying and just insane. Well, in today's video, we're hopping back in because we have some brand new chapter 3 info to break down. I'm talking gameplay screenshots, info, everything. It's going to be an insane video, but you guys already know what to do. If you guys want a chance to win the complete version of Dark Deception, all you have to do is simply leave a like on the video down below, leave a comment down below saying Dark, and hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon, and that is it. You are entered. It really is that simple. And of course, you know, with that, the full version of Dark Deception, that means you get chapter 3, 4, and 5 whenever they release, which is super exciting. And also, if you haven't had the chance to actually check this out, because I did post it on the community page, the winners of the Finance Phrase giveaway are on screen right now, and they're also on the community tab too for this video. So yeah, if you did win, if you see your name on screen, be sure to just check your inbox on YouTube, because you'll have like a little notification from me. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown. So the first thing we're going to start with is this image right here. Now, if you haven't had the chance to beat chapter 2, you probably don't know what this is, but this was actually the first image that we saw for chapter 3. It reveals the enemy. You know, we kind of heard like quacking in the background, some creepy water sounds, and then this little image right here. So we kind of knew, you know, chapter 3 is going to have to do with a duck, you know, some kind of duck. But it's like, it's too friendly, you know? I mean, it looks all beat up and worn down, but what's scary about a duck? Well, that kind of was revealed whenever we went over to their Instagram page and saw this image. Now, this is some like upcoming, or actually no, this wasn't on their Instagram page. This is actually from some like just random Google image search. So, you know, this isn't like 100% verified that it's by them, but I mean, it's pretty obvious that it is. But we saw that this version of this duck has a bunch of different versions of it. Now, we don't know which one they're going to go with for chapter 3, but just looking through this little like diagram here at all these different versions of it, you know this thing's gonna be scary. Like, there's one version of it that has like a huge guy and the ducks come out of the big guy, or there's another version where it's like a huge lizard or a spider, or it has a hand coming out of his mouth. There's just so many creepy versions of this thing that it's just something that you're gonna be terrified of no matter what happens. Like, no matter what version we get in the main game, it's gonna be freaky. But that was it. Okay, that's all we really knew about the Dread Ducky up until that point. Well, now, thanks to their Twitter, which if you guys haven't had a chance to follow them on Twitter, you definitely want to do so, because they post a bunch of stuff. But over on their Twitter, they actually showed off this video right here. Now, it says fun with ducky physics. So it kind of, you know, obviously it's showing off the physics of the game, but it also reveals some very important stuff. So just kind of watching through the video, you can see that's what the duck's gonna look like. It's gonna have a cone on its head. It's gonna be beat up, worn down, you know, all dirty and nasty looking. And then the background, you can see the sewer. Now, you can't really see much of it, but you can definitely see, like, it's an untextured version of the sewer. You can see you got the water back there. You have other versions of Dread Ducky in the background too. Now, I don't know if all of these are going to turn into creatures, because that would actually be insane. And I mean, that wouldn't make sense because they have all that concept art. A bunch of different versions of this thing could exist. So let's say this version right here in front of us at the beginning of the video is the spider version, but the one in the back is the version of him where he has like a big guy controlling him. Now, that's going to be a lot of work, so I don't know if they'll do all that. Also, it seems kind of unnecessary, but I mean, it would be really cool. I wouldn't complain if every single one of these is a different creature, but I have a feeling, you know, it'd make a lot more sense if every single one of these ducks was the same creature, but there's really no telling. But anyways, you basically get your first look at the sewer system here, and it looks cool. Now, after that, they actually showed off another image, which is this one right here. Actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, this is the first one they showed off, and it says lighting test, #Dark Deception, and well, you guys can see this is what the sewers are going to look like. It has this incredible lighting in it where it just looks so creepy in there. You've got the duck right there front and center. It's got these sharp little teeth inside of its like little mouth right there, along with that cone again the cone on its head. I don't know what's up with that, but maybe it plays into the game somehow. I don't know what happened to this duck and a cone, but maybe we'll find out when the actual chapter comes out. But still, you can see it looks like on the left and right, you've got a bunch of boxes and stuff blocking the pathways, so they want you to go through the water, obviously. And you can see there's like a little bit of an entrance behind the duck right there. I'm assuming we're going to have to go through that entrance, but to get to that, you've got to pass the duck. And I don't know what this thing's going to transform into, but I'm sure it's going to be absolutely terrifying. But yeah, that's just one of the images that we got. So the next image we have here is the newest one, and this one just says float on, hashtag dark deception, hashtag dread ducky. And this is the coolest one. So we have 3 dread duckies on screen right here. We're in another part of the sewer, so the lighting's a little bit different. But just a few things to point out. First of all, the dread ducky's mouth, it has no sharp teeth this time. I don't know if it's just that version of it or what, but the one before that we saw had sharp teeth. This one has different teeth. So, I mean, that kind of leads me to believe that maybe there is going to be multiple versions of the dread ducky. I mean, maybe there's going to be one version that's a spider and one version that, you know, has the hand coming out of its mouth. I feel like that would be really, really cool, but a lot of work to do, so I don't know. But I mean, just judging by how it has different teeth, there's definitely some kind of different version of the dread ducky. Maybe each of them has like a little bit of a difference on it, but inside they're all the same. They all have the same creature kind of controlling them, but I don't know. Also in the background, you can see there's 2 more dread duckies over there. They look identical. You can't really see their mouths, which is interesting. I wonder if he did that on purpose, but you can't see their mouths there, so we can't tell if they're each different ducks. I just have to guess, basically. But also, if you look up, you can see there is a vent up there, or whatever you call that. You know, one of those things where you can look down into and actually see in there. So maybe this is like under a laboratory or something like that. I really have no idea, though. But still, the lighting in this place looks incredible. The atmosphere, the environment, everything just looks so creepy here. Now, the next thing that we're going to discuss here, because we broke down both those images, is some stuff that they've replied to over on Twitter. Some of it's pretty exciting, and some of it you may have heard before. But one of the things that they were actually tweeting about, which I can't find the tweet now for whatever reason, they replied to a tweet saying that at 9,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel, which is Glowstick Entertainment, if you guys didn't know, I'll actually have it linked in the description for a specific reason. When they hit 9K subs, they will release the newest devlog, which if I'm not mistaken, I think it's devlog number 5. So this, obviously, the devlogs, if you guys don't know, is where they break down the characters, they show off a bit of the map, what you're going to be doing in the new chapter. So if we get devlog 5, you guys know we're going to be seeing Dread Ducky in it. We're going to be seeing chapter 3. And that's going to be super exciting. And now, apparently, I don't know if I can't find the tweet, like I said, so it might have just been like a joke tweet or something like that, but I could have sworn I saw somewhere that they said if they get 9,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel, they'll upload devlog 5. Now, currently, they're at 8,942. So what I want all of you guys to do is head over there and hit the subscribe button on their channel and go to the recent video and just tell them who sent you, and that's it. All right, so head over there, show them a ton of support, give them your subscription, and then come back to the video and let me know when you've done it, because we need them to hit 9K subs. They're so close, and they deserve it. I mean, let's be honest. They're constantly uploading content on this channel for Dark Deception, the new music, the interviews and stuff like that. Everything that they do is just great over on that channel. So if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to them, definitely do so, and let me know when you do by dropping a comment on this video saying that you've done it. Anyways, now that we've done that part, so hopefully you guys all head over there and subscribe. Hopefully we get to them to that 9K sub mark, and we get that devlog 5, which would be really cool. And of course, if we do get that, I can break it down for you guys. Anyways, the next thing we're going to be discussing here is like I said, a few things that he's replied to and that I just kind of wanted to talk about. So, here's actually what I was looking for. So, one of the comments that they got on Twitter was from Peter K, and he said, I know that we're getting annoying, but when will we get a devlog 5, though? And he said, when we hit 9K subs on YouTube, yes. So, that's, I mean, he said it himself, 9K subs. They're really close. We can get it for sure as a fact. Now, one of the other things I actually mentioned was the fact that one guy actually tweeted him this image right here, and he said, you found one of my inspirations for Dread Ducky. I'm sure you know which part. So this is actually from, if you guys don't know, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, this is one of the little creations that they did, and this thing actually comes to life. It's got sharp teeth, and it looks just like Dread Ducky. And yeah, I just kind of want to point that out, because like that's the inspiration behind it, apparently. And I mean, I could definitely see that. Now, for the final 2 news pieces that we have for this video is they're 2 pretty exciting ones that we kind of knew were coming, but weren't really confirmed anywhere, at least from what I could find. I'm sure it was somewhere, but I just couldn't find it. And the first one we have here is from Koi Boy, who actually tweeted at them and said, hey, random question, is a console version of Dark Deception possible? I realize you guys are working hard on chapter 3 at the minute, but a console version would be great. And they replied with, yep. So it looks like we are possibly getting a Dark Deception on console, which would be sick. I mean, that's perfect. Obviously, it allows a lot more of you guys to play that don't have PC, and it just increases the overall player, the viewership and everything like that for the entire game overall, which is going to be perfect. And to just be able to play on console is going to be a lot of fun. I think, if anything, probably chapters 1 through 5 will fully release on PC, and then we'll have a full-on console version of the game, just like Bending the Ink Machine did, where they release all the chapters on one disc, and everyone on console gets to play it for like one base this price. I think that's going to be perfect, and that's probably what they're going to do. But it looks like we are getting Dark Deception on console, which is perfect. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, and this one's really exciting. So I can't find the poll anymore because I think Twitter actually gets rid of polls after they're completed, like after like 48 hours or something like that. But Glowstick Entertainment actually tweeted out a poll that said, you know, which company would you most likely like us to work with, or something like that. And it had like it had Bendy and the Ink Machine, Five Nights at Freddy's, and a bunch of other games that I can't really remember, but just a bunch, like, it's basically just a list of, you know, if you had to dream of one company that Glowstick Entertainment can work with Dark Deception, you know, what company would that be? And obviously a lot of people voted for a variety of different companies, but one of the big ones was Bendy and the Ink Machine. And, well, 2 hours ago, we got a pretty exciting tweet that could possibly hint at Bendy and the Ink Machine and Dark Deception coming into one game, or something along those lines. Because the Glowstick Entertainment Twitter account tweeted out this, at Kindly Mood, who, if you guys don't know who Kindly Mood is, that's actually one of the main developers. He's the co-founder and CEO of, you know, Joy Drew Studios, which makes Bendy and the Ink Machine. And he said, "Is there a business email you can be reached at?" And he replied and said, "Got it," with a smiley face. So Glowstick Entertainment tweeted out asking for a business email. Mike Mood replied and said, "Got it," with a smiley face. So they are currently communicating. Now, this obviously does not mean that we're for sure as a fact getting Bendy and Dark Deception or anything like that, but just the fact that they're talking is very, very interesting. That he made that poll saying, who would you like us to work with in the future? If we had to work with somebody, you know, who would it be? And now they're suddenly talking. I mean, I think this has some interesting potential. I don't know how this is going to work out, but it's got some really interesting potential, and I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see where this goes from here. Could we be getting Bendy chasing after us in Dark Deception, or could we have a Dark Deception monster Easter egg in Bendy and the Ink Machine, the new game coming out? I don't know, but I would love to know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Would you guys be okay with a Dark Deception and Bendy and the Ink Machine crossover? Because I definitely would be. I think it'd be absolutely insane. I think it'd be a lot of fun. It would definitely remind me of what Bendy did with Hello Neighbor. I mean, if they did it with Hello Neighbor, I could definitely see them doing it again. It worked out fun for Hello Neighbor. It was just a fun little side project. It was fun to play through. It was short. It was just sweet. You know, it was perfect. So if they could do that again with Dark Deception, I think that would be perfect. Anyways, guys, that is all of the current info that we have on Dark Deception Chapter 3 and the game overall. Like I said, if you guys like these breakdown videos and you guys want to see more of them, be sure to head underneath the video and leave a like on the video. I'd greatly appreciate it. While you're down there, hit that subscribe button and a little bell icon so you're first to videos, and then you don't miss any. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.